It's only when you look closer that you'll see the signs of modern slavery. Exploitation begins with the desire to work. Some may be convinced to pay to play, others will be taken and forced to work. From there, traffickers take away their ability to communicate. Victims are forced to live in poor and cramped conditions, often with other people like them.
Cross-contamination of waste is a significant issue, which can result in waste which might otherwise be recycled being sent to landfill. For example, we should put boxes in the cardboard bin, cans in the metal bin, and banana skins in the food waste bin. Things can change with hazardous wastes, such as fluorescent tubes, ink cartridges, and old paint tins. It's important to make sure that hazardous wastes are disposed of in the appropriate hazardous waste bins. If you're unsure, being able to report on indicators and targets relies on robust data being collected behind the scenes. We know that you're all busy, and it's difficult to find the time and resources needed to collect the data required for environmental indicators. But remember, you don't have to do it alone. The diagram on the screen shows the different stages of a simple construction product supply chain. Each one of the different supply chain players holds different information and data about products and the way they are used, and therefore the most effective way to collect information on circularity is through collaboration.
Meet Zap. Zap is an energy sap. Energy saps are pesky little things that live off wasted energy. By thinking efficiently, you can keep Zap from sapping all your energy and help your site save money, just like you would at home. And that's a good way to think about it. It starts with the basics, like switching off lights and equipment at the end of the day. Meet Herman. Herman's a waste vermin. Herman will seek out waste wherever you leave it. The more waste you create, the more vermins you'll attract. The good news is, these particular pests can be avoided by preventing waste in the first place.
All the materials we use will result either directly or indirectly in the production of greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide is the most important, often referred to simply as carbon, but there are others like methane and sulfur hexafluoride which can sometimes be significant. For simplicity, we convert the amounts of these gases emitted into units of measures called tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, or CO2e, using agreed conversion factors. We can then use CO2e to express the amount of carbon emitted for any material or process. This allows us to compare the impacts over their lifetime and allows us to make decisions on how we can reduce the carbon and cost impacts from the infrastructure.
Give him a few weeks off to get his head together properly for the best.
Great. So now the rest of us have to pick up the slack.
Well, they got a new bloke in operating the crane. Came in at short notice. I think he'd been working his shift somewhere else before he got here, though. He looks knackered.
That's a daft idea. He could do himself an injury.
Watch out, mate! Hey, quick, stop!
I told you he was too tired to be in that cab. He couldn't even lift his head up, never mind lifting beams.
He looks all right to me. All right, you leaving that?
Clearly, these types of behaviours don't happen on reputable sites like yours. Now we've laughed about them, let's talk about the real-life issues that they raise.